my channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm Jessie and you're watching. In case you haven't figured it out yet, I am filming this video, this little intro in the middle of the video because I realized that I never filmed an intro. So just ignore everything that you see in the background. This is gonna be enough intro for me.
I'm sorry that I'm trash as a person.
It's messy Jessie all day, every day over here, y'all. Okay, let's get moving. I was shopping around at one of my favorite vintage stores and I came across this shelf. I believe this shelf is originally a spice rack, but whoever had this prior to me has it labeled with a bunch of colors. Black, evening blue, light blue, navy blues, royal blues, turquoise blue, dark brown to golden brown to chartreuse. So whoever had this before me really deeply cared about color coordination, and I had a brilliant idea of utilizing this as a bow tie organizer. As y'all can see here, I tried to stick to the colorings. Light blue is here going into navy blue. Also, what's the difference between navy and royal blue? Who knows? Unfortunately, I didn't have any brown bow ties, so I definitely need to get some. And I also didn't really have very many, any like orchid or peach bow ties. So that's an area that I can do some improvement upon. And then I put my yellows down here. I really love how this looks. And on top of it, I put some of my favorite bow ties, wolf bow tie, my Captain Marvel bow tie, and then my bookworm bow tie. What do y'all think? I think it looks really good. This is where the couch is going to go. This is a pile of cardboard that my dog decided to create. And then I have to fix this that I hung up. I don't like the way that I hung it. Next, we have this space behind me that is directly next to the four-season porch. And so I've already done a little bit of pre-nailing, but for this side of the wall, I figured I would hang up my favorite Jeff Manning piece. He's an absolute amazing illustrator over on Instagram, and he does Afrofuturistic, Afro speculation, you know, like sci-fi fantasy style works. It's just so beautiful. And then this little mirror, and I can put a little candle here. I'm gonna hang that underneath it. And in this center space here, I honestly think that this mirror is gonna be freaking perfect for it. I have some mounting tape here that I'm going to put on the back of the mirror to get it to stick to that wall. I found this very last minute. I thought I was gonna have to go out to Home Depot and buy some, but no, turns out I freaking actually have some. I found it in the bag with all of my Halloween decorations, which I also am going to be decorating for Halloween in this video too. So it just worked out really nicely. And then for this side of the wall, I am going to hang my Powers piece. I absolutely love this piece. And then beneath it, I think, maybe on top, no, beneath it, I'm going to hang my picture frame that has like some family photos in it. So I'm really excited to see how it comes out. this wall right behind me. It is the wall that's right next to my front door. And I found this really cool vintage mirror that I think would be perfect to go there, especially because this mirror will be directly across from the mirror that I just hung. So I just think it would be cool to have two mirrors directly across from each other on different walls. Also, isn't it wild how you can literally see my filming setup right now? Like it's messing with my head. Do you see that shit? All right, so we're almost there. It looks like I need to add another nail here. Hey, looking good. Okay. Who's got that? Okay. Who's a carpenter? Who's Bob the Builder? Jessie is. Jessie, bow ties and building. Bow ties and building shit. Bow ties, books, and building shit. Okay. So I have very fun plans for this cute little corner behind me, directly to the right of my couch. I picked up these trees at Target. This one I have had since last year, and I was at Target recently and saw this black one, figured I would get that and add it to my little dark spooky tree collection. So I'm gonna stick those in the corner right between this. This is a piece that I found at a vintage store. It needs to be dusted, but we're not doing that right now. It's a little spooky shelf that was made by a local artist. She spray painted it like black and purple and added all of these kind of creepy accoutrements. So there's a little skull, there's an anchor, another skull, the pentagram, there's a spider jewel. It's just very spooky and atmospheric, and that is what I want for the month of October. Pretty much that's the vibe that I want my home to have all year around, because y'all know that I love creepy, spooky things, no matter the season. And then I also have these two photos that I really want to hang. They are very spooky. The first one I got at the same vintage store where I picked that little shelf up. Look how cool, and I like how there's like this wrinkly effect. This one is probably my favorite out of the two pieces. Careful if you are squeamish, because what I'm about to show you is a little disturbing. So this is the family, and then this is their true form. Like, how funking cool is this? Okay, give me all the nightmares, and it's gonna go right next to my couch because that's where it belongs. Okay, I saw this and I had to freaking have it. Look at the yeah. Now we have moved into the dining room. This is my bedroom door right here, and then this is a closet. I've already hung up a little string of flowers, but I want to hang another string up on the other side of the door just so that it is, what is the word? Symmetrical. And I have my banner, which if you've seen my previous videos in my old apartment, you'll know that that was in my kitchen. So that's already up there, but I wanted something else to hang underneath those because the space just feels kind of blank. So I have this piece that I picked up from a vintage store years ago, or a couple of years ago. This was in my old apartment, as well as my trusty hat from high school, because I was that person. So I think it would be really cute to kind of have like a vintage beige fashion sort of vibe in this space. I actually really like how that looks. And then over here in this corner, this is gonna be kind of like my fashion corner. When I start filming again on my vintage fashion channel, this is probably going to be my setup. There's also this blank space here. So I found a couple of items that I think are gonna go really nicely here. The first thing is, of course, this vintage stool that I had from my old place. And then I have my fancy black cock, which was hanging in my kitchen in my old apartment, and this little lamp from IKEA. This used to be a working lamp, but my dog chewed through the cord. I had this lamp for less than 1 week before she destroyed it. So I'm gonna try and find one of those like pre-charged light bulbs or something that can just go in here so it will still glow. If you have any suggestions for what I can put in here that won't start it on fire, please let me know in the comment section down below. Behind me is a clothing rack that I put together when I moved in here. As you can see, it currently has a bunch of dresses on it, and since it no longer is dresses season, I'm going to be swapping out my dresses and putting in some sweaters. I have my button-ups on this side, and then my sweaters are gonna go on this side. And I don't like how the hangers are mismatched, so I went to IKEA yesterday and got a bunch more wooden hangers so that it'll be uniform and clean, and I'm just really freaking excited about it. Okay, so now for this corner behind me. If you hear background noise, it's because my dog is eating and being obnoxious about it as usual. For this corner, I figured it would be a really cool idea to hang my cinnamon broom that I got from Trader Joe's. It smells so good. It's literally a broom just coated in cinnamon oil, and it's functional, but also it makes the house smell delicious. So I'm gonna hang it there, and it's perfect fall vibes. I also have this white mirror that came from my old apartment that I'm gonna be putting right like in the very corner. And then I have these two prints by Crystal Perez that I'm gonna hang right back there. I actually think that looks pretty freaking good, if I do say so myself. Right across from the clothing rack, I have another one, and above it, I think I'm gonna hang this really freaking gorgeous typewriter with flowers coming out of it print. I got this from IKEA. It was pretty cheap, and I got it to inspire me to write. Scratch that. I actually am going to stop here for today because I've been working for a while and I didn't realize how dark it was getting outside, and I don't want to upset my new neighbors by hammering into the walls at 7 p.m. More importantly, my puppy is giving me anxious eyes and she needs to go out for her evening walks. I'm famished. I haven't eaten a full meal today either, so I think I'm gonna make some enchiladas for dinner, and I will check in with you tomorrow to continue decorating. So I found these pumpkin lights at a thrift store, and since they don't match the interior of my living room, I am going to spray paint them black. I am so excited to have some black pumpkins. And then I also have this little board that I will eat off of and just use to get some work done on if I'm working in the living room. And I'm also going to spray paint this black. I've just spray painted the pumpkins and the board, and I have these two bookcases. Well, they're not bookcases. One is just kind of a stand that one can put books on, and the other is a magazine rack, and they aren't white, so I'm going to paint them white. I don't have primer, so I'm just gonna do my very best. One of them is bright green, so if the white doesn't cover up the green completely, I'll just end up spray painting it black because I still have tons of spray paint. The decorations have been completed. I am so proud of how the house has turned out. I actually filmed a bookshelf organization video where you see me set up my bookshelves, or organize them rather, and that video is a part of this moving series, so I will leave that link down below so you can check it out if you are interested in it. This house has been so good for my mental health, for myself and Akasha, and I feel so at home here. So I really appreciate those of you who are enjoying this series because it's been really beautiful and special to get to share this journey with y'all. But that is going to do it for this video. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below with the word purple or with a purple heart emoji, just because purple is kind of my color of the day, and I have been cuddling with my purple jellyfish that Ruby Tadpole sent me a while ago, and I just absolutely love it. Thank you so much for watching another Bow Ties and Books production. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would absolutely love it if you became a part of my bookish family. All of my social media links are in the description box below. Stay safe, wear your mask, and I'll see you in my next video.